everybody. Well, my name is Cheri. Welcome to my stamp studio and Merry Christmas week. It's not quite Christmas week when I'm filming this, but when it posts, it will be. So I hope you all have a happy holiday and enjoy it with your family. I normally do 3 or 4 videos in a week, but because this is Christmas, they'll be scaled back and there may not be a blog post for all of them. But once we get into January, I'll try to do a catch-up blog post that has all of the photos of the projects that I'm going to show you over the holiday, because today I'm filming them all, but there's no possible way that I can do all of the normal things that I would do. So check back to my blog like January 10th or so, and all of the photos and the links and things will be added then. So what I'm going to show you today uses new product from both the January mini catalog and the there's a ton of new January online exclusive releases. So I'm going to use some of both products. So if you have missed this, I'm just going to show you real quick a couple of things, especially if it's Christmas week and you're trying to find something to do. If you missed any of these videos, you can go back and watch. This has celebration paper, a stamp set from the mini catalog, and some celebration ribbon. And the arch dies are online exclusives. So there's all kinds of stuff. There is still time to sign up for my Try It class. And in the Try It class, if you go watch this card, you'll learn all about the class. It's an online class. This is the first project. New folder, new papers, new dies, new embellishments, new ribbon. So it's a real fun way to, as the name implies, get to try it all. This is the first time that I have incorporated not just the January mini catalog and celebration, but there will be projects featuring the online exclusives, which is where I get the stamps I'm using today. If you do the Try It class, I will also, with the PDF, I'm going to send you a PDF that includes all of the January releases for the online exclusives. You can also go watch this video, which uses this set that's on the catalog, the upcoming January mini. And with this one, I took up the PDF and a card from last January's Try It class, and I just redid it, which is my goal when you take the class, not only for you to see all the new product, but for you to have templates and ideas to use for the future. So this is all new stuff. This is also my friend made me this. It has the celebration paper and ribbon and embellishments. So super fun. It's got the butterflies on it, a little bit of everything. Then I have posted this. I don't know. Some of these may not have posted yet. This one has. Because sometimes when I do ahead of time, I forget which order I showed you guys this stuff in. But this is up. And then I also have this fun little box. And it should have posted by now as well. So it uses the storybook collection. I said in that video that it was Card Club. It's not Card Club. It is going to be a free online class. If you purchase the suite from me in January, then you can take the class. So you can see how cute the little box is. So it'd be fun to add a little gift card to this side. I do show you in the video how you can add a gift card holder. Just stick some cash in there. But it makes a sweet little keepsake for someone that you love, as well as a good way to present the gift and give them something to keep. So today I'm going to use the Faith collection. So this little bundle is it will be part of the January online exclusives. I know some of you have gotten your catalog and you're like, I didn't see that in there. And that's because there's going to be a lot of online exclusives. So you might be thinking it's Christmas week and she's making an Easter card. There's 2 reasons. One, I would just want you to be aware of the online exclusives. The other is it's very typical in our Stampin' Up! World for a set that it's happened before for St. Patrick's Day. It often happens for Easter, for those to sell out early and then they come back in stock. But the second time they come back in stock, it can be really close to the actual holiday. Although Easter's late this year, it's very late. Thanksgiving was late. Easter is late. My niece is actually, her baby's due on Easter, which is also her birthday. So if I just wanted you to be aware, if this is a set and you're like, I must have that, I would recommend ordering it early in January. So that's part of the reason I wanted to bring it to your attention. The paper that I'm using and the embellishments and the ribbon, well, the embellishments may be online exclusive, but this paper is definitely in the catalog. It is the floral and gingham vellum. So it is a vellum paper. There are dies that will cut out some of the images. I'm not using that stamp set today. I love this piece here. This is, it's 2 sheets, but you can see the gingham, and I have my helper. She's like very needy today. So there is paper, there's a stamp set, dies, everything that go with that vellum. But for today's card, I wanted to mix it up and use it with the faith set. So I have some scrap paper here. I'm going to do all my stamping on that. We'll see if she thinks that she has to stay or if she'll leave in a second. Oh goodness, hang on. Let me pet her and I'll fast forward this bit. Okay, she wouldn't leave, so I had to bribe her with kitty treats. Quite a bit of time has transpired. You won't have to see it because I'll fast forward it. But pets are like kids, aren't they? Sometimes you're like, I have lots to do today, and then they decide that that's the day that they just want cuddles, which all 3 of my cats have decided that today's a good day for cuddles. So let's do our stamping. We have this wood grain cross. I will tell you that this stamp set does lend itself to some fancier techniques than this card. This is a pretty basic card, although it's beautiful. There is the die that also does a wood grain cross, which would be fun to do some different techniques on. But I'm trying to get a lot of things filmed today, and my goal really is to just show you different things that will be available in January, starting January 7th. So this is pecan pie. And then I have Mossy Meadow. I just based the colors that I pulled out off this paper. So that may be olive, but I wanted the green to be nice and strong. And there's this little outline with the palm branches. I'll get this one here. Where and get it all. Beautiful. And then I have the words. There's God is love. There's a thinking of you. There is a sentiment that you could put on the inside. I'm going to go with He is risen and just make this straight up beautiful Easter card. And this is in Balmy Blue, which is also in the paper. And then I have, so there's 2 sets of flowers on here. I didn't end up using this one, so I'm going to move it to the other side. I just ended up using the one. So there's a single flower and a set of 2 flowers, and I used the set of 2. So I'm going to stamp them in peach pie. And then there are dies that will cut all of these out. So let me cut those out. All right, so I'm just going to add a little bit of color to these, but I'm going to do it in a really simple method. So I have my Wink of Stella, and then the paper, see it has peach pie and white or peach pie and lemon lolly. I'm going to use the lemon lolly, and it just takes a fraction. Just get my Wink of Stella wet. And then just add some highlights of color. And we're not really watercoloring, we're literally just adding some highlights of color. And now those will match the paper nicely. Then let's take our pecan. I'm trying to go from the lightest to the darkest color. I'm going to color in a little bit of the cross, but I don't want to smear the wood, so I'm going to be really careful. And just kind of brush it over. And it doesn't have to all be colored. Literally super fast and just brush it. Now you want to make sure when you do this that your Stella has fluid in it, because if it doesn't, then it will smear more actually, because you'll be dragging it and you'll be pushing a little harder than you have to. If it smears a little bit, it's fine. You just don't want to smear it so much that you can tell that it's smeared. So there's our cross, and then we'll grab our Mossy Meadow. Just gonna get a little bit, but for the most part on this, I am just going to blend what's already on the paper. Just kind of fill in that background. Don't really need any more now that I have some on here. Just kind of makes it look a little fuller. And it makes it look like there's some palm fronds behind it. So actually, Christmas week is kind of a good time to do an Easter card, right? It's kind of the culmination of the Christmas story. So there we go. And let's just put this together. I have my white, just basic white cardstock. And I know that I want to put my cross down here in this corner, so that's where I'm going to add my adhesive. So there may be sometimes on a piece of paper where having it one direction is better. For this one, it doesn't really matter. There's kind of a nice smattering of the flowers all around. So I'm going to put this right here. And that's plenty to hold our vellum on, and it will be right underneath where I'm going to add the rest of it. So let's start with this, and it kind of just builds up. Add it right over the top of that. And then I'm going to take and add some adhesive to the back of my cross. So it's just over the top part. And then this is the ribbon that goes in the suite with the paper. And it is called Daffodil Delight satin ribbon. It is what it is. So I'm going to add this, and I want it to drape the cross. So I'm going to put it here, take it around the back, and then it needs to get into some of the adhesive on the back, which is why I put it kind of all around. So before I cut it, I'm just going to hold on to it because it's easier to hold it while it's longer. Grab my dimensional. Whoops. Add that one there. Oh, she's back. Her treats must be gone. Maybe I have enough stuff on top of the table to dissuade her now. Nope. Okay, so this cat in particular, we have 3 cats. One will sit with me at night when we watch TV. The other one, sometimes. This one would never, ever, ever, if I was just sitting and reading or sitting and watching TV, never want you to pet her. I mean, she'll hop up for a couple seconds, but she really has her own thing. She'll bring you toys. See, look at the camera. But if you're busy, guaranteed that she needs to be on your lap. She needs to be being loved on. But heaven forbid if I have time. And I try to. I ask her to come sit with me. So I'm going to pull these off. And so this has helped keep that. Now it has a cat hair also stuck in it. You're going to have to get down. Okay, we'll see if we can work around her. So I'm going to take this, and it just goes right over the top. But you do need to keep holding on to. Well, I'm going to have to make her get down, so hang on. Come on. Okay. So you can tell that now it's stuck behind, and I'm going to add just a little bit of adhesive right here. And now bring these around. I'm going to pop this back up because when I push the adhesive on, it's stuck right there. There we go. And then trim them so they're about the same length. And then I'm going to take these, and they are also going to help hold it. So I'm going to, the mini dimensionals would be good, but I don't have any sitting here on the table. And because I've got so many things to film, there's no room for something that I don't have to have. So I'm just going to trim a little bit of this. And then do it again in half. So now I've made my own mini dimensionals from the edges of the packet. Now she's behind me on the chair, and I have Christmas ornaments hanging on my chandelier. She's chewing on them. And they're vintage, and they're old. But, you know, sometimes I'm not worried about the grandbaby in the house because I can tell kids no. It's very hard to tell some cats no. So pull these off. You can see where I've placed them, and I know that's where the ribbon is going to need to be held. So this pops on there, and then it's perfect on top of the cross. I just hand trimmed this out, the He is Risen. And I did it so the tiny ribbon comes right in between the 2 words. And then for the embellishments, these may be an online exclusive. I didn't check. They are called low profile dots. You can see they come in gold and petal pink. Just going to use the gold. I'm going to use 3, so let's put a big one. So when you do try it, oh, she's back. When you do my try it class, you'll get every card will have some new embellishment, or we'll use all of the embellishments that are new over the course of all of the cards. So we have 3. If you wonder why I keep these in here, it's to avoid cat hair getting on, because it gets staticky and it can stick to those, but they're nice and safe inside the little passport covers. If you're interested, I can send you the Amazon link. So here we go. Let's see. Can I have this back? They're all going to turn out pretty much basically the same. I guess I put the flowers on in a little bit different of a design. She's going to have to move because I have to lay these on the table for the final Instagram shot for when I make my fast videos. So there you go. Merry Christmas to all of you. Keep tuning back. The week that, or the day the catalog goes live, January 7th, I will show you everything that I have made, and I have some things that my friends have given me as well, so I'll show you those. Merry Christmas, everybody. Bye.